Hi everybody, Mature Simmer here. So we're here for the Royal Championship, round 1. I bumped the button on my way, so I'm one screen further than I normally would be, but we're just going to jump in here to the Lachlan Crossing, continuing to work and try to, just get the master difficulty game to that level in reality, to be a master difficulty player as opposed to be an aspiring master difficulty player. So let's keep going.
2K Sports in association with the Pga Tour.
So it's the Royal Championship.
For the FedEx Cup.
But they got the Royal Purple. I like it. So Scottish course here. We know the fun of that.
Hey guys, I can't wait to watch these two go at it again. It was an incredible battle first time round, and I think there'll be a few shots fired out here.
Rich, how do you see it?
This is my concern carrying the bunker, but worked. I thought I could, but I knew I needed to have a really good shot.
Well, it will be interesting to keep an eye on this one right throughout this event.
All right. So, continuing forward, I mentioned last time, I believe, that I'm kind of going a little bit back, where I'm going to try to increase the pace of play a little bit from what I had been doing for a while, where I had really been kind of in this analysis mode, trying to contemplate and be very careful. But I had started to feel like that may have been part of the challenge I was having, is that there was just too much thought, and then it just allowed those negative things when I did not execute to jump in and take a foothold a lot more firmly than if I was just, I know I've got the mechanics, I know I can execute, let's just execute and let's not take more time than we need to just figure out what the shot needs to be. I know at some point that can backfire, and then I'm going to make a poor shot here and there because I didn't take the time. But for the most part, I'm asking folks a little bit over the next maybe few rounds as I go through things like this. Let's see how it plays out. And again, you feel to comment if you're like, hey, I'm trying to respect what you said, but I think you do need to slow down because I'm seeing a lot of errors caused by speed here, but therefore there's perhaps less commentary and more just kind of between the whole commentary and so forth, but just trying to move forward, figure it out, take the shot as I go along, and that will just ultimately kind of look like pace of play is moving quicker. Scottish courses are challenging. I will say when this came up, because this is one of these, like, I'm allowed to play this because I did win a major earlier in my PGA Tour career here in the game. So I'm not qualified because of my play this season. I'm qualified because I have won a major at some point in my career. So I'm always basically grandfathered into this. But that also means, like, I'm playing beyond my abilities here, especially how I'm executing this season. And so I almost would be like, I'd rather be at the alternate event because this just means this is going to be a harder course. And I've been struggling. So again, in the headspace world, that's a challenge that I'm having to fight against, is like, I don't really belong here this season. On master difficulty, I'm just not ready for a course like this. And I need to not let that affect my gameplay if I can do so. And did it affect my gameplay? I don't know. But that was the execution we got there. So, but now this puts this at a par shot, which, everyone knows the likelihood of that from here. But we do what we can, right?
And he's down there. You got to read.
Setting up this putt
But yeah, the
21
greens
feet
on the
from cup.
Scottish courses, like, yeah, this is just going to be challenging in so many ways. Oh, ooh, yeah.
Gets that putt of
Oh, I
distance
thought
to
it
go.
was, I'm exactly feeling
You
that
didn't
way.
want to have
Exactly
Hammond
as my
open bogey.
avatar did.
Hopefully that does not set the tone for the rest of the day.
Because, yeah, I was thinking
Let's
that
see
was
what
going to
happens
lip
here
out,
on the
and
second
then
hole.
it sucked it in, so I love it. Okay. Yeah, but the point is,
Four left.
we're clear of the bunker. I was worried it might have bounced back in, but we're good.
This would be a great up and down from this spot.
Alright, I'm gonna put a spin on because this is gonna run pretty far, I think. And I don't want it to run too far, but it's still caught the hill. I tried. That's all I can do, right?
It's for par.
Alright, just hard to really see, but this is kind of what I'm thinking. Slightly off, slightly off.
Putting now for a bogey.
This is rough. See, this is the challenge with these Scottish ones. Like, there's just so much going on here.
Hang on, this looks pretty handy.
All right.
Game's just getting a little out of shape by the looks of it.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Have to see.
Yeah,
if
and
they rebound from that.
I mean, I think if I'm being honest, the likelihood of me being able to make a cut here when I haven't been able to make cuts on significantly easier courses is going to be hard.
El Hosel.
That got caught up in a few of the branches.
At least I'm not
What does that lie look like?
not in that little river.
He's pleased with what
I
he's
think
seen.
I'm on the
This is
hill.
sitting
I can't
nicely.
see, but that's what I'm compensating for. Maybe I was wrong, but it still works out. The fairway's large enough that I'm okay.
Good looking shot there. From around 180 yards out.
All right. We'll be on, but going for the wrong pin.
But still on the surface. Anything
Not
in front of
really,
you to be
but-
handy from here.
This is what they have left for a par.
Yeah, this... I don't even know that I'm capable of reading these greens. To be honest, at the level that these are. These are nuts. It's gonna roll off still.
How frustrating. Maybe you can chip it back
Pretty
close and cover
frustrating.
the damage.
But no, we're gonna putt this because chipping on this is just far too crazy.
Oh, that's
There
a
we
ripper.
go. I just felt I had a better shot with a putt
Sitting
than
out
I
three
did
over for
with
the day.
a chip that, again, could be off in timing and
Time to
skew
place a
itself
par
that
forward.
way, and then you just get whatever roll you get on top of it. Now again, I don't think this is
Oh, you
speed.
see that one bouncing around
The
branches
argument
like
might
a
be,
pinball
hey,
machine.
you're not taking the
Coming off a
time,
streak of 3 bogeys.
because I'm still getting, I can tell I'm getting in my head, even with the speed I'm playing. Like, I'm giving myself too much time. My head is like, ah. And so maybe I just can't play fast enough to get ahead of my thoughts, which probably is logical, but... Yeah, and then what I may determine, ooh, don't end up in the pot bunker.
Setting up in the
I
first
guess
cut
we
here.
got saved by the rough, but wow, that's not what I wanted. All right, well, at least we got a relatively decent result where I can go up to a wood here. I'm worried about the forward edge. So again, is that going to cause me to miss fire? It may. Okay, it did not. Thank
Keep your
goodness.
fingers crossed for a bounce to the
Because, yeah,
right.
I was worried it was going to be too shallow of a
Yeah, that
lift, and
lie
then we'd
doesn't
hit the
mean
front.
Not a bad escape.
And again, I don't know how to judge that other than just feel it. Maybe I could see that, yeah, that's why it was a very slow, but I felt like I had a good pendulum swing there. I saw a bit of break and was like, I think I can power through it. I was wrong. So that's what happened there.
Here we are at the 5th hole.
Alright, I'm not going to clear that bunker, I don't think. So I'm kind of playing, assuming I can't carry that.
Well, that didn't look like their best swing there.
Oh boy. I will say, I am starting to have the thought, maybe I'm going too fast on the tees. Because usually I'm not, I don't have that much difficulty. Alright, I can definitely do better. Nah, I think we're clear. I think we're clear. Alright. Whoa. We did get where I needed to be, but then, again, welcome to Scotland, folks. Welcome to Scotland. So again, this is where, does the chip really take this off or not? That's where I wonder, because of that. Like, it should have taken off. It should have not gotten anywhere near that far if it was taking that off. So do I ignore that for chips, which I didn't think I had to.
This hill can be firm here.
Looking good.
Ooh.
Now, nice to make a mid-range putt.
I knew it was going to move. Obviously, I compensated a little bit. But,
Here we are at Lachlan Cross in
yeah, I
the
don't know
6th hole as well
what
as
else
par
to say
five.
on
It
that
just
one.
feels like it's a tad too far to reach into.
It is, especially when it's going into the wind, which is how
I think
this
we'll be
hole
alright.
is designed.
I was
Go
worried
ahead
it was
and
going to
just
move.
out to the right.
Ah.
Avoid those
Other than
bunkers
that, but
completely. Then you can
the
go
rough's
ahead
not
and lay up
horrendous
once
that
again
way,
out
so.
to the right-hand side. Don't challenge the bunkers. It's not worth it. Not unless you know for a fact you can get on in two. From there, you're going to have a
Alright,
nice
I knew it was going to hit to the
shot.
right.
Oh,
I
don't
did
know,
see the
80,
lie.
100 yards to a green. Fairly
So I was
insulated,
playing it
but
that
still
way.
just begging.
Maybe it went a little further than I thought, if I'm going to be brutally honest on that. But,
Yes, this is like a big bowl of
now again, the
spinach
flop
salad.
usually
It's
is
just
taking
gnarly
this
in
off,
there.
so this should come back 7 yards or so. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing here. Man, why so much roll? I didn't really look at the quality of the shot. I was watching the ball. So I don't know if it was a clean swing or not. I think it was, but... pretty much went straight. That pretty much went straight.
To the cup.
This for par.
Nice little putt to hole, that one.
A lot of ugly boxes on that scorecard and no little circles. I need some little circles.
On the 7th.
Oh, really? That's a lot. Ooh, it's a lot, but I think I need to go that way.
Chosen the pitchy wedge here.
Bounce is going to be bad.
That's not the outcome.
I still think that was the right shot, though. I think I would have gone way beyond the hole otherwise. Got the perfect, but again,
And if this can go down,
long way. I'm reacting to his comment and what I'm seeing. I'll leave it at that. No. Alright. I was worried it was going to hit a second break, so
What's in front of them, Henny?
that's
Setting
about
up
what
is
I saw.
14 feet from the cup.
I don't mean this to do this many. I'm trying to be very gentle and deliberate with my timing for that reason, because that was the shot I needed. It just was off a little bit, but I just couldn't. So I'm trying not to go forward too fast, but then it doesn't pick it up enough. And then it thinks, oh, I'm just practice swinging, but that wasn't the intent that many times. I was thinking about it, and there we go.
Opting for the 4-iron here. That's out to the right for sure.
Alright, we did get on. That's kind of what I was thinking. Wow. Holy moly. Alright, this one's going to take a bit. I'm just trying to visualize what we've got going on here. Wow. I'm not sure I can see anything logically that's gonna go. Wow. Alright. I'm gonna go this way. Maybe I'm nuts, but that's what I'm seeing. Up? Nope, I'm nuts. It did not break. And that's where I was a little worried. I'm like, I'm really close to that point where it's not going to catch it. And it didn't. Darn it. So that turns this into a really challenging distance.
Now that's how you roll.
Wow. I was worried I was going too far. I had that problem last time.
6 feet to the hole. Good looking putt.
Because clearly I'm getting some of them, the reads, but
Sitting at 8 over for the round.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
Well, that was a bit of a wild swing.
there is so much going on in my head.
Second shot here at the 9th.
So, yeah, I've kind of crossed that threshold that I try to avoid, and clearly I'm not avoiding it.
Opting for the 9-iron.
Nice out the rough here.
That was that no man's land. The other one was too far back. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. Now seeing that result, maybe it wasn't. No, the very fast is bad. This is, again, you just don't get a good roll, and then it almost always rolls insanely. Alright, I moved because by my feet, you know, I've seen the reality of it where people say, like, it will react in a way that it shouldn't. Because, yes, logically, that faster movement by my feet shouldn't have mattered. I've powered through it, but they said normally if the ball's laying that way, it's already starting that way. So that's why I took the shot I did. But clearly that didn't work. And then this one was off. Wow.
Well, Rich, think they can make this one?
I knew these greens would be tough, but man, they're tough. They are tough.
Well, Rich, as we make the turn to the back 9, what are your thoughts so far?
Well, Luke, this rivalry we've been watching has been fun. This player's behind their rival.
My thoughts so far is I'm playing to my ability right now. Like, this is not a score that I'm surprised by on this course.
Setting up here from about 195
Take that as you
yards.
will, I guess. But like I said, I've given myself to the fact that this course is beyond me at this point. So what I'm trying to do is just, you know, focus on the mechanics. And then the result will be whatever it is. Because I don't think it's just so hard to Like these greens, I mean, there's not a flat surface on these greens. So point being, like, there's never going to be an easy putt on these greens. They're going to be insane every time.
That has moved them within touching distance of their rival. Sitting at
I hate when they
10
do
over par
comments
for
like
the
that. I'm 9 strokes behind this guy.
Lachlan crossing is a strong par
If it's
four,
simply because I came
570
from
plus
double
yards
digits
from
and
the
now I'm
back
in
tees,
single
and there's
digits,
plenty to contend with.
maybe I'm within
Look,
touching
just that
distance, but
one
I'm really
menacing
not.
bunker right in the middle of the fairway that's going to drive you crazy as a player. However, you miss it.
Wow.
Now you get a second shot,
Too
and
much,
funny enough,
too much time
no
again, I
bunkers
think.
on the green.
That's what I'm going
It's
to
got
call
a lot
that.
of undulation to it, especially
You're
on the
free to
front right part of
disagree,
it, so
but
you can't afford to miss it there. Anything missing out to the left, though, just fine, my friend.
Oh, that
All
looked like
right.
a bit of an ugly swing there.
that one I can't explain. I didn't take much time
And he has
there,
that
but
ball
still had the
You
result.
can get great
So this is where it
connection on
gets
this one. The
difficult to
rough's
call
not
it.
gonna
I
cause
mean,
any
let's
trouble.
be
It's
honest.
sitting good.
You could make the argument, and I can't really dispute it, that, hey, you went too fast. That's why you had a bad shot. All I can dispute it with is I don't feel that. And I don't know how else to describe it.
Yep, solid connection. This is looking good.
Hit the wall and then bounced back. That's all that happened there.
Missed green and
I could have
regulation. You
just
gotta
as
do better.
easily rolled on and been in decent shape. Wow. I didn't hit that hard.
11 feet to the cup.
This will be a good bogey.
I suppose it would be, but oh my goodness.
Steady now.
And yes, I know I didn't take any practice swings, but I felt very comfortable with that, and I was very close. So,
That starts off on a good line.
you know, that will be where I stand on
Well,
that
that's a
other
shame. That'll
one.
drop them down the standings, that's for sure. Teeing off here on the 12th hole.
I'm just laughing at Scottish courses. It's just, I don't know how people can enjoy these, but they do.
Looks like they've sliced this one, Rich.
I hesitated on the way back.
Where was that going?
I was wondering, is
And
that
then
like
what's
really
he looking at
modeled?
here?
I'm glad it is. It bounced
Oh,
me
I'd
in
say
the right
roughly
direction.
120 here.
But yeah, as it was going, I'm like, is it going to bounce off, or am I going to be like inside the tent when I'm trying to hit? Of course, I could have gone through the door. So that could have happened too, which would have been a little odd.
And choosing the 8-iron here.
See, and that was about the same
What a
speed
shot
as
from
the
the
one
rough.
that
This is
was
gorgeous.
bad last time. Oh, come on. All right, thank
This
you.
player is
I thought it
making
was
this
literally
really
going to
good
turn
move
and then
and a great
roll
shot.
off.
I think this rivalry with Ricky Fowler is really inspiring him to fire at those flags. What a putt. Started this perfectly.
That's inside the range.
All right, 2 birdies.
Currently at 11 over for the round. Ooh, I like this. The cover's coming off the big dog. Time to let it loose. Uh-oh.
Huh.
Shank that one.
Again,
Second
there was
shot
not
on
much
the
to
13th
debate
hole.
on that swing. So that's why it went as quick as it went.
Lovely effort that. Getting ready to play their third.
Alright, it should stay in bounds. I was a little worried it
That's
was
a
going to
little
get
untidy.
over that other side of that
And he has
fence.
that ball line. It's tough to see from here.
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the second cut.
Wow. Well, alright, I'm going to go here and assume the lie's going to move me. If I'm wrong, I'm going to be out of bounds. No, I wasn't wrong. I just
Time for the fifth.
got hammered way more than I thought I would. Ooh, very slow. But, no.
Still
Okay,
a
I
fair
thought
way
it was
away from
starting
the
to
hole
roll back.
here. Time to
Yeah,
make
wow,
it
that's
home.
further back than I thought. I thought it had landed closer. So, much more difficult putt than I was expecting. That did not move at all. I misjudged that. Oh boy.
That
Wow.
one raced by. Bit of work coming back.
Yeah, once
Not
it
too
crosses
sure
the
what they were
hill.
seeing there, but they didn't get it corrected. That
Time to make
No.
a putt here. This one's for double.
We did not get it correct.
oh, you know you want to.
Oh, the long-range bomb. Is there anything better in the game?
No,
Our
those
leader
do
is a
feel
couple of
good.
shots up at this stage.
I will tell you that.
Midway through the closing 9 here at Lachlan Crossing. This 14th hole is
Wait a
par
minute.
4 over 450
That's the hole?
yards.
Once again, Luke, just
Okay,
another
that's too far,
gem of
so
a
I
hole.
gotta go
Massive
back.
bunker out there in the center of the fairway, but for most players, it's not going to come into play. Anything down just the right-hand side of this fairway is ideally placed. The second shot,
Alright,
clear,
I think that's
I don't know,
as
a
good
lot
as I
beach
can
there
do.
to a green that's probably got more undulation than any other one on this golf course. A massive green, lots of opportunities to do good, but also
Well, I guess I take that little hill out of play. Oh,
They get a little ground draw
nice.
here.
Well, it was nice until it just kept going for all
Setting up
eternity.
miles from the hole.
Wow. This is almost a net nothing, so I'm just leaving it.
Well, looks to have misjudged the
And
speed of that
that
one.
was accurate. It was pretty much a net nothing. It almost
Putting
went
for
in.
par now.
Now this is not a net nothing. It's just, am I getting it right?
Nice line.
No.
Oh, just missed.
Just slightly off, and now it just goes. Wow. So hard. Greens are just so hard.
And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Well, he's got a real outside chance here. 29 feet. Yeah, putting for
Taking the
bogey here.
lesson from the last putt. So moving it ever so slightly. We'll see if it plays out. Nope.
Oh, so close.
Because again, I'm in a different place, so
Oh,
I'm
what a
slightly
shame.
different
Would've been a nice
location
one.
on the course. And oh,
Yeah,
come
good play.
on! I knew it was gonna move, but
This putt coming up is for triple bogey.
this is killing
Hey,
me.
that's a chance.
Hmm.
That will work. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Time to hit a good one here at the 15th.
It's a lot.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
That's the hosel rocket.
I suppose it could be
Let's see
worse.
how this shot
Could
goes
be in
from
the water.
fairway bunker.
Yeah, there's just not a good outcome there. I mean, that was.
might
I
give
knew
you
it.
this
I'd
one.
have
That
to
was
count
well
on a
played.
bounce, and all right.
Ooh, that's a tasty looking chip.
Ooh,
Top
whoa.
shot.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
Honestly, as close as it was, I didn't look at it.
Stepping up to the
Maybe it was
16th
downhill,
tee.
but wow, I'm surprised that thing almost bounced out. Thank goodness it didn't. So that could have been a case where rushing maybe avoided me seeing that.
Going with the 8-iron
Okay.
here.
Water was in my head, so I'm glad I was able to execute
That's a great
and
shot here at 16.
not have that
Sets up a
impact me
chance for birdie.
that way.
A 7-footer right here.
All right.
They're good momentum makers, those ones. Good putt for birdie.
Par threes always
For the day.
always a
Lovely
challenge.
momentum for this player.
You don't land
Great play at the
close,
last hole. Keep
you're
it rolling.
usually just at par. That might actually have brought the bunker more in play,
Kenny, how
but it
bad is
rolled
this lie?
rolled up to
Yeah,
the
this
top,
ball's
so
sitting up
not bad.
perfect. He's going to have a great lie.
By the water here. I'm wondering if I just play it super conservative. I know it's theoretically losing some distance, but I'm going to compensate for that. Likely with the power of the swing, but this is kicking it over too. Wow.
Looks to be going with the 6 iron.
We going to be far enough? Alright. I was worried it was going to hit a hill and bounce. I'm putting. I am not chipping that. I just don't feel it. That's all I can tell you. I mean, it's close. It's a long way. But when they're that close, they hurt.
Well done.
Almost powered it by. It didn't move. I saw movement, guidance, and it has worked most of the time. As don't just aim for the edge because you're taking half the hole out right away. And that almost bit me. Lots of room here. Alright. And I know the hole's over that way, and we're going back over the river and all that, but that's really what I need to do. Because it just lines up better. We're going to hit the wall, so it should stop. Alright, I mean, that did slough some off, but not as much as I thought, and that I was not expecting. So that dump off, not happy with.
They need to improve on this.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, I'm not. That's going to roll too far. That's going to roll too far. Stop, just stop.
Okay, Henny. What's he looking at with this putt?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill, and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
I'm not terribly worried about that. I can't see. It got close. Now I saw it.
9 feet.
As it got near the hole, I could see it.
Looks good off the blade. That
Yep.
signs off on this player's performance for the day.
So, honestly, given that this is what I shot in the last course, and this course was substantially more crazy than that,
My pleasure,
I'll count that as a
Lots of
victory.
memorable moments out there today. Hopefully tomorrow can produce much
that I did better.
Well, that's all we've got
But,
time for today. On behalf of
anyway,
myself, Luke Elvey,
it's what we've
Rick
got.
Green, Henny Koyak,
If
and
you've
John
not
McCarthy,
dropped a like,
plus
please
all the
consider that.
hard-working
If
folks
you're not a
behind the action
subscriber,
on 2K Sports,
please consider
thanks for
that.
tuning in.
I'll see
Look
you
forward to your
next
company
time.
next time.